There's something sacred about storms, not just the ones in the sky, but the ones in our lives. Storms come in many forms: heartbreak, betrayal, loss, confusion, depression, doubt. They rush in suddenly, shaking everything you thought was steady. And just like real storms, they leave wreckage behind. Shattered dreams, broken trust, wounded hearts. Maybe you're in the middle of one right now. Maybe the sky of your life has grown dark. Maybe you're asking questions like, God, why did this happen? Where are you? When will this end? I've been there. And if we're honest, most of us have. We know what it's like to cry ourselves to sleep, to feel forgotten, to wonder if the sun will ever shine again. But here's what I want to remind you of today. There is beauty after the storm. Not just survival, not just damage control, but actual beauty. Restoration, healing, hope, renewal. Something deeper, something better than what you had before the rain started falling. You see, storms don't just destroy, they reveal. They uncover the things we've been leaning on that were never meant to hold us. They expose the fragile foundations in our hearts. They force us to let go of the things we thought we couldn't live without. And it's in that very place of surrender, of being stripped bare, that God begins to rebuild. Not the same way it was, not a replica, but a redeemed version of your life. One with stronger roots, deeper faith, and greater understanding. Think about a tree that's been through a storm. The wind beats against it. Rain lashes its branches. Lightning flashes all around. Some limbs may snap, some leaves may fall. But if the roots are deep, that tree remains. And after the storm, something beautiful happens. The ground is softer, the sun comes out, and that tree, it grows. It pushes new leaves, stronger branches. It becomes a symbol of resilience, not because it avoided the storm, but because it survived it. The same is true for you. The storm you went through, or the one you're still in, isn't the end of your story. God doesn't waste pain. He doesn't abandon you in the middle of the chaos. In fact, some of his greatest work is done after the rain has fallen. Isaiah 61:3 says that God gives us beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness. That's not just poetic, that's a promise. God takes what was burned, what was broken, what was left in ruins, and he breathes new life into it. Maybe your storm cost you some things. Maybe it changed you. Maybe it took you to the edge of your faith. But it didn't take God's hand off your life. And here's the truth. The storm didn't come to destroy you. It came to develop you. There's something God is growing in you through this. Patience, trust, strength, compassion, wisdom, a testimony. And when it's over, when the clouds part and the light returns, you won't just come out of it. You'll rise from it. You'll walk with a new boldness. You'll speak with deeper empathy. You'll love with a wider heart because you know what it feels like to be in the valley. And you also know what it means to be carried out of it by grace. That's the beauty after the storm. You come out different, not weaker, stronger, not broken, refined, not hopeless, healed. So if you're still in it, hold on. Don't curse the rain. Don't give up before the morning. God is still writing your story. And when the storm finally settles, you'll see it. You'll see that God didn't just bring you through the storm. He used it to shape you into something beautiful. Not despite the pain, but because of it. The sun always rises after the darkest night. And in time, you'll look back, not just at what you lost, but at what you gained. The peace, the clarity, the strength, the testimony. That's the beauty after the storm. Hold on, it's coming.